Just why is D.Va the most played hero in professional Overwatch? In this video, we're going to go into the top 10 reasons why D.Va is top tier. She is a ridiculously good hero, but it's a little bit more complicated than you guys might expect. So, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa. Now, we've got footage in the background of the best D.Va player there is. This is Fury from London Spitfire, but also he was playing for South Korea in the Overwatch World Cup Finals recently at BlizzCon. And this is what this footage is being taken from. It's using the Overwatch World Cup viewer, which gives us a first-person view of any hero that we want. So we can take a look at Fury playing D.Va, and it is absolutely ridiculous. There will be things he will do in this video, which I will highlight as I go through the top 10 list. So let's take a look at this. Why is D.Va so awesome when it comes to Overwatch team comps at the pro level, and why should you probably always have a D.Va in your team in any kind of competitive game when you're playing Overwatch at any level? So let's take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is not in any particular order. These are literally 10 reasons. They are the top 10 reasons, but they're not in order from 1 to 10 or anything. But these are the reasons why D.Va is super effective. And the first one I want to talk about, so number one, I guess, this is Defense Matrix. This is super good. It's because, well, D.Va can eat ultimates. She can prevent tons of damage to her team. And if you're watching this gameplay footage in the background, watch how Fury is using Defense Matrix. He's using it to protect his front line. He's using it to protect his back line. He's using it to literally protect everybody in his team. He's using it to protect himself. It's absorbing loads and loads of damage. D.Va absorbs arguably the most damage in the game, more than even the Reinhardts and the Winstons. She is ridiculous. And remember, she's highly mobile. So, Defense Matrix, super strong, and really good D.Va players have a really high uptime with this ability. Number 2, Peel high mobility. Now, you're probably thinking, Star, what does that even mean, peel high mobility? Well, I've kind of put two things together here. So she can obviously boost, and she can boost all over the place. This is great. She's a big, tanky unit. She can move, well, you could say she's an absolute unit, ladies and gentlemen. She can move around the map in a mecha. It's awesome. However, she can peel. Now, the concept of peel is simply this. It is helping your backline survive. So if you're on the front line as D.Va, maybe you've gone in with a Winston, you can turn around, boost straight back to your backline, offer them protection with Defense Matrix, and then start helping them survive. So you will see a lot of D.Va players, and you will see in this clip, where Fury will go back and he will protect his Zen. He will protect his backline, because they're squishy targets. He knows he has to be there to absorb damage, which would otherwise most likely kill them. Number 3. Now, this is still mobility, but this is vertical mobility. As you can see there, Fury is jumping up on top of the shuttle. You can't do this with any other tank with the exception of Winston. But Winston would have to burn his jump to get up here. Then he's got to wait. Then he can jump back down. Okay, D.Va's kind of the same, right? She still has to wait for the booster cooldown before she can use it again, before she can move around. However, she can control in any direction where she wants to go with the boosters. This means that in a game scenario, well, you can just go anywhere. Watch this here from Fury. So he's on the low ground using Defense Matrix. He's nice and safe. Then he decides to get aggressive. He's trying to pressure inside the shuttle. Then he drops back down again. You know, he's trying to take out the D.Va. He gets the kill on the D.Va. Then he's going to be looking again for another use of boosters, which he then used it to actually jump forward and smash the D.Va, because boosters do damage when you hit people. But he's got a lot of options here. Now the fight is lost. What's he going to do? Well, he's just going to disengage. I don't think he quite makes it here, or maybe he does. No, he just doesn't quite make it, which is unlucky. But they do have the option of disengaging, so ridiculously high mobility is super good on a tanky hero like D.Va. Dive potential. If you follow your Winston in with D.Va, you'll probably kill somebody. This is a fact, ladies and gentlemen. If you're playing on ladder, also that arrow there that nearly hit Carpe in the head, what the hell? I love this replay thing. Anyway, yeah, if you follow D.Va, Winston even as D.Va, you're probably going to destroy somebody. If you say to your Genji, hey Genji, I'm playing D.Va, let's jump onto the Zen. At the same time, I'll protect you with Defense Matrix as we go in. You'll probably kill the Zen. So dive potential is massively high with this hero. Again, this ties into the last couple of points, all about mobility. Number 5, Assassin Burst Damage. This is insane on a tank hero. What we've got is a super tanky backline assassin that can also peel for the team and has got loads of mobility and tons of survivability. So if you jump onto somebody, let's use poor Zen again as an example, but if you dive onto a Zen firing micro missiles into him and then shooting him with your primary fire, and then you bash him with your boosters, You're going to kill that Zen. He's going to be dead. That is really, really, really strong on a tank hero. Again, this is one of the reasons why you see a lot of people using D.Va, because you do have this big burst damage potential. When you look at the other tanks, Winston doesn't really have burst damage. Roadhog, okay, he's not really a tank, to be honest, is he? I mean, okay, he takes a lot of damage before he dies, but he doesn't really protect his team like D.Va, Reinhardt, Orisa, and Winston do. Zarya is kind of like in the Roadhog sort of sphere as well, I'd say. But hey, let's not go into that right now. So yeah, big burst damage off D.Va, which is ridiculous. Number 6, this is zoning plus kill plus combo. All come from her ultimate. That's right, D.Va's bomb is a ridiculous ultimate. So you can use this to zone people out. You can throw it into areas to force people off payloads. You see this a lot with D.Va. She's great for contesting the payload at the end of a round, let's say for both teams, for the attackers and the defenders, because when you take control of the payload and you deploy your bomb above the payload, everybody has to get out of the way unless they've got a barrier they can hide behind, because you're not going to stop that bomb detonating. So it's great for zoning control. Also, you can push people out of the way. If you're pushing on Watch Point Gibraltar, let's say, you could throw the D.Va bomb, or on any map, it doesn't matter. It's going to force people to move out of the way. It kills people. Well, this is obviously a major benefit to it. Generally, if you're caught in the blast of this thing, you will die. You will absolutely die, unless you use some sort of damage mitigating ability. So if the bomb blows up by a D.Va, obviously D.Va's going to lose a mecha. If there's a Zarya there, she's going to use a bubble. If there's a Reinhardt, he's going to use his barrier, but it's going to destroy the barrier. Same goes for a Winston or an Orisa. But generally, everybody else is just going to die to this, unless you've got a movement ability like Moira or like Reaper, or you do a recall like Tracer. But it is a super strong ultimate for just straight up killing people, which is the best thing you can do in Overwatch, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, combo potential. So you can combo this with a lot of different ultimates. Combo it with Earth Shatter, combo it with Graviton Surge, loads of ultimates. Hey, soon you'll be able to combo this with Ashe in competitive. You can't actually do that right now because Ashe is not in competitive, but she's on the live servers. So yeah, loads of combo potential. It is a really good ultimate. Number 7, ladder abuse. That's right. Now, I did touch on this a little bit earlier on in the video. In fact, I believe this was on point number 4. However, if you've got a Winston friend and you both play tanks, well, play with your Winston, just duo queue with the Winston. You play D.Va, and all you do every game is dive together on a squishy target and kill them. You will win game after game after game, ladies and gentlemen. That is a dirty pro tip. Number 8, she's really safe to play. So she's got loads of HP, loads of armor, and with defense matrix and a mobility, well, it means that she's the most tanky hero in the game. That's right, she's more tanky than Reinhardt, because Reinhardt gets often caught out in bad positions and he'll die. Same goes for Orisa, same goes for Winston. If Winston doesn't have his jump available, he's probably going to die. D.Va, on the other hand, has got multiple tools to deal with this. Yes, she's got boost, pretty much like Winston's jump. So if she's in a sticky situation, what does she do? Well, Winston's going to drop his barrier. What does D.Va do? She uses defense matrix. Then she's going to get away. She's got a lot of armor. Winston, like, I guess, like, comparing it to Winston might not be fair, because Winston is a different type of tank altogether. D.Va has got more mobility than Winston, so she can get in and get out. She can get into different positions. She's just better at absorbing damage, arguably. She can stop ultimates being used towards her. She can eat loads of stuff. She is just crazily tanky, so she's quite easy to play. Now, what I mean by that is, yeah, she's not easy to play at the highest level, no, but she's forgiving. It means that you can go into situations where it's a bit risky, and then you can learn to rein it back. I've always said this when it comes to Overwatch. It is easier to be more aggressive and then learn how to be less aggressive over time. D.Va is the epitome of this. You can be mega aggressive with this hero and still survive by using defense matrix, your high armor and health, and then boosting back out of the fight again. Number 9. There is no direct counter to D.Va. Now, wait a minute. There's guys in the back there going, well, Sty, yeah, there is. You can use Mei. Yeah, there is. You can use Zarya. You can, but D.Va can play around them. But just watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Watch this. This is Fury eating Dragon Strike. Yeah, did you catch it? Anyway, yeah, there's no hero that you can select that will just stop D.Va being played. It is not like Brig versus Tracer, where, Tracer just can't be played because somebody has selected Brig. D.Va has got a lot of options to play around people who are designed, well, design is not the right word, but who have tools able to counter her. So what actually is the D.Va counter? Well, I'm afraid it's kind of just run your own D.Va and then, well, just do D.Va things back to the enemy team. So you're in a really strong situation. There is no time ever in Overwatch you will be forced off the D.Va, only unless you're playing terrible. Because if you're feeding into a Mei and letting the Mei freeze you, or you're feeding into a Zarya and letting the Zarya just beam you down and get tons and tons of graviton charge, then that's your fault. There should never be a situation where you're forced off this hero, because she's just so good at so many different things. And number 10, finally number 10, she's just fun to play, right? This is a giant mecha which boosts all over the place, which fires missiles, which intercepts damage, which has like 2 pulse cannons that never need reloading, which can just jump onto people and delete them, which can peel for the back line, which has got great vertical mobility, which has got great, general mobility, which is really fun to play in every single situation. Yeah, she might not be fun for Pharah players to play against, for example, when she just defense matrixes your whole ultimate and flies towards you and kills you, ladies and gentlemen, but she is a fun hero to play. And the design of the hero as well, really cool. In fact, I think D.Va is one of the best designed heroes in the game, just from a visual perspective. Completely insane. So there you go, guys. Those are my top 10 reasons why D.Va is just an amazing hero. Now, how can you fix D.Va? This is a big question. Does she even need to be fixed? Well, the problem is you get insane value off this hero. She just does everything, which no other hero in the roster really does this. They've all got, a certain kind of use, but, with the exception of Brigitte. But we know Brig's getting nerfed or changed and all of that stuff, whatever. But D.Va is just super, super effective and has been since the start of Overwatch. In any kind of way, right? Since Overwatch competitive, since Overwatch professional, any level was played, D.Va has always been there. I mean, I challenge you guys, go and watch some Overwatch contenders. You will see D.Va in every single comp. It is ridiculous. So the question is, how do they reduce the use of this hero? Because let's agree that she's kind of used a lot. Well, I don't know. Maybe you make another tank hero with a similar type of kit, I guess. But then you're rolling down the path of, you're just making another D.Va. So then, we've just got 2 D.Vas on the team now, and maybe that's not a great idea. The only other way is that they do something so drastic, which changes the meta away from what D.Va's good at. But the problem is, D.Va's good at everything, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. Let me know in the comments below what you think about D.Va. Do you think she's awesome? Do you think she's underpowered? Do you think she's OP? Do you think these top 10 reasons I've given you why she's so good actually make sense? Let me know in the comments below. Remember, guys, if you like the video, then like the video. Also, you can click the bell. You'll get alerted to when videos go live on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, and I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo.